Election time. Wild, wild action in DJT today. Craziness. I know some people that were swing short in this thing. They got this flush, so they had a nice cushion from 38s. And they were thinking that was it. They were swinging it into the election, so I'm going to ask them tomorrow, see if they're still in it. B-Fly. Big picture idea off of $2. Nice little range expansion day there today. Swing idea is working well. Up 20% today. TVGN, more lows. See, these quiet faders have been working really well on these small caps. I had scaled in some here, GNPX. Finally broke those 180s. I'll be looking to add to that again tomorrow. It's Dawson time. What's going on, Tina? I appreciate the enthusiasm. I'm not typically that excited when I see myself in the mirror. So yeah, let me see here. GSAT, I played this one a bunch today. Fairly good executions here off the open. You got that hard crack, lower high. It rejected off of the prior day's highs, which was this 185 line. So once we got this fail, lower high, I was looking at bounces, scaling in, and hammering it through the lows. Positive expected value here as long as VWAP stays heavy. So I get that 10-cent flush, so I like to cover. And then I started putting some back on, and it just it ground me out back up. So I took it all off, but minimized that one, gave back the gain there because I didn't cover enough. On the flush, I still had a balance, and then put some on. So over here, I had the most sides of the day through here. So took a loss on the rest of that trade. So unfortunate, but I think the setup was there. It didn't turn out. DJT, I was looking for a move like this off the open, not so much after hours. So we got this little steady grind, and wasn't much of a trend to join. I wasn't looking to get long this, and there wasn't any failed follow through until late day. Nice little crack, a couple retests before completely unwinding. Fun, more relative weakness, typical for this name. So with these DJT gapping up after hours, went right up into this 4360s, that line we had drawn many days ago, prior resistance and prior support, and became key again. So any pops using that level as a risk, I like for a short trade tomorrow. And then fun, same kind of idea, as long as this doesn't start to build over 760s. I think this could roll over and get sub 6. GNPX, looking to scale into this one more, the more it proves under 180s. LTBR, I decided not to trade this one. Was looking for that first green day and was just kind of a straight up spike off the open. And I had put an order in here in the 740s and it just didn't pull back. And I wasn't looking just to buy strength on something like this. It traded a lot, way too thin. So I wasn't a huge fan of that. VSTE, I joined small, but like I had said yesterday, I wasn't super confident on this one to the short side given how thin it was. Takes all day to fade a buck, and then in like 5 minutes, it swipes up $2. So not really an A plus short trade for me, but ideally lower the better, get a fade back down to the 2s, and then can trade a backside bounce back up to the 4s in the coming days. GSAT, I could see like this 166 break. I could see it coming back to this 140s, that little liquidity pocket here. So I will keep it on watch if it breaks this triple bottom area for that 20-cent trade. But if it continues to trap right around it, then I'd be more interested in that secondary leg. Volume's drying up each day, lower and lower. So I don't want to get caught on the wrong side. Playboy, no plans. SPPL did not gap up enough today. I was looking for that 70%, and I think it was up about 40%, 30-40 around market open, so it just wasn't gapping enough for me to look for that overextended short trade. Good little rejection there off of the after hours highs, but now that it faded so far, I think this is now the new support level in that $1 range. And I think that kind of reset the chart. So I don't see it as being super extended anymore. But I am going to keep it on watch just because this is a good trender if you can get on the right side. You catch that DJT, I hit it small. I wasn't even on desk. I'm usually off desk by about 11, right around here. So I wasn't even on my computer at that point. Nice job on the nail though. Short into the long, nice job. I will be looking at it for a short trade tomorrow. And B-Fly, if this thing can get going high enough, something like this might get a little mean reversion day, but so far just letting the swing idea work. SGMO starting to perk off. Still perpetual squeezer candidate. Prior resistance became support. Probably a weak open red to green type trade. Get like a morning flush to 2 and then a re-breakout, possibly. So much large cap movement hitting scans, like Tesla after hours, that thing went wild. Palantir up on earnings, just gap and grind all day. SMCI earnings after hours. Reddit gap and grind. I'm just like I can't get size and conviction on these things. So it's a bit tough for me with the names that are moving right now. I'm thinking probably higher the better. Failed follow through on DJT and Fun. GNPX scale through that failed follow through daily setup. VSTE, if we get a gap down in panic, I'd reverse that, mean reversion play. SPPL, I need to see this a lot higher for me to get interested, but I can get a gap up parabolic. I'd look to mean revert that back down. So probably DJT and Fun as my main two, top three probably. DJT, Fun, and GNPX probably my main few for tomorrow. Not a whole lot of long watches that I'm seeing out here. ATHA kind of attempted a little 3-day breakout, but in this price range, I don't know what this gap is, but it doesn't look pretty. And I don't think there's a whole lot of shorts in this price range, so not really interested there. Oh, you think gap down and fade, huh? I see that a bit differently. Like, in my opinion, VSTE didn't go red. It was still up near its daily range highs. So like up here, closing around 7, its highs was 8. Where something like SPPL, you got that fade from 180 down to 1 already. Sure, it came all the way back, but I feel like that 180 to 1 was like that pullback I was looking for. That's in that 4 EMA range, where VSTE, its 4 EMA was down here sub 5. So that little gap, shove into red green, I think had some more room to the downside. Yeah, I get what you're saying, intraday structure. I just feel like it's at a different point in its daily chart. Yeah, I traded VSTE today. Wasn't super confident in the short trade. um, just given how thin it was. Like, it takes all day to make a buck, and then in 5 minutes it's up $2. So I was more hoping it was going to hold up for the re-breakout, but once it failed and was first time going red in 2 days, 3 days, now I traded it as like an overextended gap down, let it shove, and then join that failed follow through. But it was a nice single. Alrighty, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up a bit early today. I do have some dinner plans this evening. So I was doing my review a bit earlier today to try and get through it, get prepared for tomorrow, and then check out for a little bit. But I hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe in all of this this whipsaw action. Get in where you fit in, make some memories, right? So just be careful. But should be some good action off of the election results, regardless of who wins. I think a lot of this momentum was hype into it, and I think could get good sell the news setups in the coming days. Alrighty, take it easy, guys. Peace.